Hey everyone, I'm Ross Chastain, and welcome back to another episode of Ag to Asphalt, presented by Fresh from Florida and powered by Like a Farmer Media. Now remember, if you want to see producer Ben and I, you go to the Like a Farmer YouTube page. If you only want to listen, which I recommend sometimes, go to the Like a Farmer audio podcast on wherever you listen to your audio podcasts. On today's show, we've got a look back. Last 2 weeks, we've been road course racing. San Diego, Sonoma, my last race in the jar car. And then we're going to take you out to a family-run cattle operation. It's called Junek Farms out in Cuba, Kansas. Now, out in Kansas, after being there, they spell things different than they pronounce them. So I may have mispronounced a few of these names along the way, but I got clarification before we filmed this today that it's Junek, like Junek. So Junek Farms finally have the right pronunciation. Going to say it right for all of those in Kansas that know how to actually say these names that we don't exactly say that way. And then we'll look ahead. Chicagoland back on the NASCAR calendar, going out to the 1.5 miles with the curved entire racetrack. There's not a straight part of it. The backstretch is even curved, which is different than another 1.5 miles. So before we get into all that, producer Ben, welcome back to the barn.
Thank you. I think I've had enough 5+ hour flights over the last 2 weeks. I don't know about you.
I had one a few weeks ago. It was $5.50.
$5.50
on the
commercial
on the app.
Gross.
Yeah. San Francisco. No, sorry, it was San Diego to Newark.
Oh, that's
like
right.
Diagonal across the country, straight shot. $5.50.
A little bit of headwind can change that too.
I mean, does it really?
It slows you down a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Those things.
Maybe that's just has to do with
powerful.
like stops for the team planes.
Being the older brother of a single engine pilot, Chad has a single engine plane,
Oh, really?
Little V-tail Bonanza.
Okay.
I can say that headwinds affect him more. I think if he opens a little air vent, it affects.
Really?
You know how like NASCAR drivers, how for a while we were putting our hands up in the window net? I think if he seals the side windows at cruising altitude, I think he gets a knot or two.
Huh. I don't peg Chad as a pilot. I didn't know that.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta go find him online.
Find him online?
Yeah, he posts.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He took his old racing Facebook page, and it was like Chad Chastain Racing when he raced. And now that he's not racing, they switched it to the Chasey Adventures. So for him and his wife, Lacey.
I have seen that pop up, actually.
That's what that is.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out how it got on my feed because I'm not following random things, but it's his old Facebook from his racing. So yeah, he just posted him and Renee, one of the other guys at Mellon One. They flew off from Georgia to Kentucky to look at the crop. Normally would have been like a 9-hour drive one way. It's a 3-hour flight. The old V-tail.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Does he do that a lot for the farms?
Mm-hmm.
Like in between?
Yeah, scouting fields ahead of time as plants are growing or plants are in greenhouses. Or if they're in the fields, when he was in Florida, he was flying to Georgia, and then he just keeps going out ahead of the rest of the group before they come harvest. So out scouting.
And have you, were you hesitant to fly with him the first time, or did you?
I wasn't, because I was talking to him as he went through all the schooling for it. And all that came about because college was also not for him, like a lot of people like me. And so my parents were not okay with him not doing anything. So I don't know how other people think about this, but my dad thought, well, if you're not going to go to college, you need to do something. And this came up in conversation, and it's been great. He's had to put a lot of work in to do it, and the time building hours and even getting to the point where he could fly. It took years, but now he can, anybody in the group, right? Mellon One or family, friends, need to go somewhere. It's, when I go, I'm just like, here's my credit card for the fuel. That's all I'm paying for.
Yeah.
All the other stuff, the annuals, the hangar, the plane, he's got to figure all the rest out. When you fly me, I'll pay for the fuel.
Yeah. It's the least you can do, at least.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't tip him.
Oh, don't tip your airplane driver. That's that's dangerous.
No, but it is honestly, back to your question, was I nervous? I'm not, because he, like we do at the racetrack, he's serious when he's doing it. And I don't even talk to him when he's doing his pre-flight checklist. I'm like, I stand 10 feet back and just let him do his stuff. Yeah, it's good.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
He said, he's had, things. But I think that one of the tough, I'm glad I wasn't in the plane with him, but was trying to land between two big jets. One time, like the air traffic controller put him in and he had to like get in quicker than normal. And there's stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I wasn't in. So that would probably, if I heard on the radio, like, see an Allegiant plane go in and then you're next and there's another one coming behind you, probably not high on my bucket list.
Ooh, yeah.
So.
No thanks.
But just back to the headwinds effect. That plane a whole lot more
Bring
than
back
American Airlines.
I would say some of the team planes, they affect them though pretty well. Yes.
They definitely do.
Yeah.
And the fuel stops we have to take sometimes, the math doesn't math.
It doesn't, no.
So I don't.
Like sometimes I feel like when you have an empty flight or if it's like really not a lot of people on it, you would think you don't have a fuel stop. And then there's times where we have a half full flight. Remember Phoenix a couple of years ago, we had no stops and it was like half full. So I'm not really, it just must have been the perfect conditions, but that's like a win. But Sonoma, I guess, last weekend running for JAR, Jordan Anderson Racing, had the pink watermelon and the almond car. Nice little crossover.
It was
cool. What was your view on that? How did everything go? I know how it went, but I'm just going to ask anyways.
Yeah. Well, first time working with the Western Watermelon Association. So being a kid from Florida, everything I've known watermelon industry wise has been East Coast growers, shippers, buyers, like everything I know is East Coast. People ship towards the West, but not a lot go all the way. And then not a lot comes all the way from the East. So just business wise, I haven't had a lot of interaction at conventions and trade shows with people from out West, but I have with the Van Gronigans, and that's a group that sponsored race cars before I was even racing. They actually sponsored Eric Holmes back when he was winning West Coast Championships and K&N Arca West now, whatever all that. It was K&N West back then. So they've sponsored him over the years, and now he's spotted for me. We've won COTA. He was my spotter at COTA when we won the Cup race and the truck race at Charlotte a few years ago. So now he's doing Stenhouse, which is, I'm super pumped that he's full-time on the road, spotting a Cup car full-time. Still driving motorhomes though. He's still building trailers. Like he's a hustler, which I think that's why him and I get along. But back to the Van Gronigans in the car, that was a long time coming to put that together. The MMI group are the ones that y'all did it and put all that together to do a combined ag car where we could show off California Western watermelons and then the California almonds, which they say almonds.
We've talked about it a lot on the show.
When John Hoff tells me something, I listen.
Yeah.
It's almonds.
I will say everybody that asked me, because I had a couple people come up and be like, oh, that was a nice car. I'm like, it's an almond car. Mm-hmm. While we're in the state, it's an almond car.
It is.
So I was trying to spread the word. John, you're probably not listening or watching.
He's never going to see this. Unless one of the Van Gronigans sends it to him. Then he probably won't even open it. But yeah, it was cool. And then in the race, we stepped through practice. Qualified, I messed up. We should have been about 8th. I think I was 15th. I think we started. Yeah. Went forward though. Took the points in stage 1. They're in an owner points, constant battle. The O'Reilly Series, best I understand it, if it's still how it used to be, top 20, very important for the owner points. 21st, very bad. 20th, very good. So that's important. And then just in general competitiveness, I mean, we started the year, that thing was top 5 after Jordan ran good at Daytona. I ran good at Echo Park Speedway. And whatever the third race was.
COTA.
Yeah. Form at COTA. And then we had a good run at Martinsville. So we've, splitting the car with Raj, Andrew Patterson. Been cool to see Andrew get in there and wheel that thing. He works on them. I mean, one of Jordan's first hires as a race team and has stuck with him. And they've worked to put together the sponsorship so Andrew can drive, as well as put them together. So, we ended up breaking the rear end in the race. I think we were running around 10th-ish. After taking the points, we were driving back forward. And, we had a rear end leak throughout the weekend, but not sure what caused it. couldn't find the leak, and then the gear ended up burning up. So I was just trying to get off the track. I saw the orange glow in the mirror. I could just see a faint puff of smoke and then a glow, and spotter was calling flames. So I turned right, just kind of blindly on one of those access roads up there between 4 and 7. And I just, as I turned, it was the entire drag strip. So it wasn't planned. I didn't know that opened up like that, but downhill from there all the way to pit road, and all of the rear gear was broken. It was clanking and making a lot of noise. It kept spinning. So I just had it engine off and just cruised to see how far I could coast, and then timed it. It worked out timing wise. There was nobody between 10 and 11. I was able to go like straight across the track. So kind of the best TV time you could ask for.
Yeah. I missed you by about 5 or 10 minutes. I was out there. I got a couple clips of you like half sideways coming. Can't remember. So 4 or 5, like 6, 7-ish, right around there. I don't know the turn. It's 6A, 6B, 6C.
The numbering system
I always get confused every
in
time I go
NASCAR
there.
is flawed, and it's definitely flawed
Yes.
at Sonoma.
Like what defines an actual turn or just like a letter turn?
Why do we add a letter? When we have numbers missing, let's just fill in the numbers.
Yeah.
So, Janie and a Trackhouse cart. I couldn't see who else was. I called them at the last second as I was cruising down. They came whipping out from behind a semi. They were in there driving around getting shots, and waved to them on my way by. So, yeah, never thought I'd go down the drag strip at Sonoma. But
yeah, old IndyCar layout.
Yeah, that's right. It's backwards of the carousel. I've done a stretch of that.
Okay, yeah.
It's the tail end of the carousel, I think. So
yeah. But
bummer. They put a gear in it actually, filled it back up with grease, checked everything, cleaned the axles off, sent me back out. Thought we'll go finish the race. We're a ton of laps down, and I got on pit road and it was shaking violently, and I'm like, Shane's leading, Connor's second.
Yeah. Like,
I am not causing another caution by something breaking. Yeah. So I actually, right at the end of pit road, the pit wall ends and I saw that there was an opening. So I backed in.
Nice.
I was like 20 feet past the number 1 pit stall, which I think was the 20 car, but like back on the backside where all the VIP guests are.
Yep.
And sat there for a while, and then NASCAR, one of the officials opened a gate. I drove through that gate. I think it used to be a Porsche facility, that red roof building.
Yeah.
And they said that there was another gate they were going to open, and then they didn't walk over and open it. So I shut the car off, put it in gear because I was on a hill, jumped out, and I opened the gate in my full helmet, suit, gloves, pushed the gate open, and drove through the fan zone.
Oh, really?
Back to the garage. Yeah.
There's no fan that came up and asked for an autograph or anything while you were doing that?
No. I was there with them. Those yellow school buses were down there trying to turn around. I was cutting between them.
Yeah.
And people were like videoing and jumping out of the way. I drove slow. I was just cruising through there. But never thought I would drive by the Kubota display in the fan zone in my O'Reilly car.
Yeah. Better that than the actual Kubota car, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I was like, I'm not going back on the track. But I couldn't go backwards down pit road either. That's not going to work. So we got back. When I pulled up, all the crew was like, "What? Thought you were stuck?"
It work.
I found a way.
Yeah.
I found a way.
You love a good access road.
I don't want to affect the race.
Yeah.
So if I break, like when the gear broke, I thought we were completely done. And then when they were putting another gear in it, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of stuff messed up, and it ended up being it. So that's a bummer. Jordan was right in there with them. The guys thrashed to get it fixed. I mean, we had a great year with them.
Yeah.
I mean, that came together kind of late when NASCAR changed the rules from 5 to 10 races. So Chevy wanted me over there, and with Shane Martin and the whole O'Reilly program at Chevy, that was what they wanted. So that's what we went and did, and had fun with Mark and the boys.
Yeah.
Cup race.
Anything to touch on?
Qualified great. Going out in Group 2 helped, but still within a tenth of the pole, and I don't care if it's 1/1000th of a second. Just saying we beat Shane at something is something I'm proud of with the same car, basically. But as soon as we got going in the race, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And I had the same feeling on Saturday. On Sunday, we did not make as good a changes as the 97 did, and we fought the same thing, just lack of rear grip. sliding around. So took the points in stage 2, took the time to work on the car, and drove from the 30s up to 14th that last long run. So, okay.
Yeah.
Stayed on track. Only dropped a wheel every now and then. Yeah. It's okay.
All there is. Yeah.
Wasn't in the melee of guys spinning out.
Mm.
So I'd say for the weekend, it was a success, but, I mean, pump for Shane, pump for the 97. That's big for us as a company. I mean, he had to be Shane to go win that race.
Yeah.
I mean, that Shane won that race himself.
Yeah.
I mean, they did all the right calls. They shorted the stages. It made good adjustments, but SVG won that race. So that 19 was flying.
Yeah, he was really good. I think the last time I saw a graphic somewhere, the last time he finished, like somebody finished within like 5 or 10 seconds of him, it was Briscoe. Yeah. So Briscoe's closing the gap a little bit, but just that last little bit, he's just so good that people are still trying to find the speed from.
Yep. Back at San Diego.
Yep.
That was a week before. What do you think about them not letting Cup drivers race down a series?
I mean, they've done that in the past with new tracks, even with extended practice and everything. I mean, I'm okay with it for the first year. I don't really have an issue. I think Austin Hill really benefited from that. Yeah, I mean, I think guys that typically like to run multiple series a weekend like you do, I think would have taken advantage of, but I'm okay with it. Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great. One, it would drive the price up
right
to get in a seat.
Yeah.
And selfishly for me, that would be tough to put that together. And for a young kid, it's so hard. I've been that guy that's trying to make starts, and it would definitely hinder people trying to get starts in the O'Reilly series or the truck series. So I'm all in. And I do like that they made exceptions for Austin Hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they let, I love it. Man, I thought the 42 was going to win on Friday.
I know.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Had
him beat.
Yeah.
Had him beat.
Went and took the lead.
Yeah.
Fought off the first attack into the chicane the lap before. Fenders are smashed in on the tires now. I mean, Tyler did great when executed. I had been down on pit road during the last long caution and was talking to Al and Cody. Hadn't seen them yet over the weekend. I think Tyler was like 4th for the restart or something. And then walked as they were coming to the restart. I'm like, I don't want to stand here with everybody. Like, there's cameras around. There's like, y'all watch the end. I'm going to go down here. And Dad and I walked down. And Dad and I were watching it. And I was freaking out because that's big for Nice and for Al on that weekend at that track, a place that he trained at as a Marine veteran. That's, to have spent time there back in his service days quickly, a brief stint there. That's incredible. And they had custom suits made for it, all the stuff. So, I talked to Al after, and he was beside himself at how well it almost went. Still proud of it. Wished they would have won. But there were some cool pictures after of Cody and Al with their like arm around Tyler. That was really cool. So, Dad, whenever we went to leave, Dad's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm still worked up." I'm like breathing heavy. Like 5 minutes after, I don't know. Lane's already done his interview, and we're in the car leaving. I'm like, I'm still worked up. So,
did you talk to Tyler at all?
I haven't. No, I need to.
Yeah, his interview was tough watch. I felt bad for him.
It was. Yeah, that's the raw emotion though.
Yeah. I mean, that's only his like 4th truck start, maybe 5th, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So that was impressive.
Absolutely. But I'm good with the no cup drivers. And then I thought the layout, I had a lot of questions going into it. I thought it laid out well. I laugh at all the chicanes. Like, I get why we have them.
Yeah.
It's the reason we have the bus stop at Watkins Glen. Like, we need to get slowed down for these corners, but
kind of reminded me of the The second chicane reminded me of the Roval backstretch one a little bit.
Not the final one.
One of them.
I've already forgotten the corner numbers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
I walked the whole
around that 10-11. It's like a left by the concrete and then a quick right.
Yeah,
that one was good.
Yeah.
I was afraid that one would catch some cars. It caught some trucks. I think Eckes got into it and maybe practice or qualifying in the truck, but in the Cup race, I thought it stayed pretty clean. Yeah, that was great. I think it's just proof that we can go anywhere.
Yeah,
they could go anywhere in the world, have concrete Jersey barriers made like the ones we like. That seem to work well for our Cup cars. You slide them up against the curb. That's all they do. They slide them right up against the concrete curbs up to the sidewalks, catch fence up, some tire packs. We can go anywhere in the world. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sounds like there's going to be more of that down the line. Be cool.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Sign me up. Had a blast in the city. Dad was out there, which was cool on Father's Day weekend that Dad took the time to come out. Only family that came out all weekend. Jordan came in for the race Sunday after a show Saturday night and flying.
I saw her on Sunday and she's like, I haven't slept since like last week. It feels like.
Yeah. But yeah, Saturday Dad and I rode down to Tijuana. We've never been.
Yeah.
Went across the border.
Get your lunch.
Had a bowl of mango first.
Oh, nice.
And then had some tacos on the way back. Fun fact, it is much easier to get into Mexico. There's no traffic. 3 hours to go 1 mile to come back across Saturday evening.
Did you budget that time?
Oh, yeah.
In? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, we were
I feel
good.
like you kind of have to. Yeah.
Well, we were good. We just sat in the car, just waited our turn to get up there and good to go.
Yeah.
So, I just never been to Tijuana. Check it off the list. It was great. Walked along the beach with Dad in our jeans and boots. We're like, yep, we're
nice. Father son.
It was cool.
Bonding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always up for an adventure like that.
Right.
People kind of laugh at us sometimes, but
take the opportunity if you have the time. Yeah.
Did you do anything fun?
I went home for about 36 hours and then flew right back to California. I took commercial out there though, to Sacramento. West
Coast, man. Commercial's way to go.
Yeah. I try to do one of the ways I'll do commercial. Last year I did both, but
All right. I'm going to take everybody out to Junek Farms.
Let's do it. Cuba,
out
Kansas.
In Cuba, Kansas. Junek Farms, family-run cattle operation. Y'all check it out. Hey guys, today we're with Michael Junek of Junek Farms here in Cuba, Kansas. Going to see your operation, Michael. Thank you for letting us come by.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Behind us, we got some of our heifers and then a lot of cricks and draws around here, so pretty good cattle country. And then farm 1,800 acres roughly and always busy.
How long have y'all been here? What's the family story?
Oh, my grandpa, this was originally where they come from. Is when they moved from Czech. My great-grandpa ended up at another place, but then eventually they homesteaded here, and we've been here ever since, around probably 1920. So, and then my dad had the opportunity to buy the farm from my grandpa, and we've had it ever since. And I decided to come back and keep it going, and hopefully my son will.
Where'd you go? What do you mean come back?
College.
Okay.
Didn't learn nothing.
Where'd you go?
Fort Hays State.
Okay.
Out in Hays, Kansas.
Did you at least have fun?
So, too much. So
you learned something.
Yeah, I learned it was expensive. Then come back and now got 3 kids and married, and so life has not slowed down any.
So how old are the kids?
11, 7, and 4.
See some interest in the farm? They like working out here?
My boy, the best part he likes is driving the side-by-side, and he drives it better than I do.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah. A lot of places to ride out here.
A lot, and good fishing if you know what ponds to go to, but I can't show you which ones.
We'll do that off camera.
Okay, that'll be all right.
Yeah. So this cattle, did your grandfather start the cattle operation?
Actually, my dad was in hogs in the 80s, and then when the hog market crashed, then he got into cows for some reason, and we've never stopped since then.
Yeah. And how many head did you say?
We run about 170 right now.
Yep. Are you in a growth part of the cattle business? Are you maintaining?
If you can find grass. So right now it's just been steady right around there for quite a few years.
Yep.
And then in the drought years, it kind of, you go down a little. And then this year we just got 6 inches of rains. Ponds are back full, so we might be able to actually run everything on grass.
Okay.
And then we do cover crop rotation. So a lot of times we'll hay it and then put silage on it, or graze them out on it and then plant something into it.
How much has it changed? Does your dad talk about what it used to look like when his dad had it and then what y'all built it into now?
A lot. Looking at the old photos of what the farmyard used to look like to what it looks like now, and then equipment wise to where he's at the age of running them are dang near impossible for him. But for me, it's easy, just the technological advances. And it helped, but some days I think it hurts too, because there's too much on them.
Right.
Good and bad.
Yeah. What about these wind turbines? Y'all have any of those?
Yes. When they were putting them in, maybe didn't want them, but now everything's fine.
Yeah.
It was just the shoe flies and everybody around, and it was hard planting and spraying because they were always on the road.
Right.
But you don't really notice them once you get used to them.
it. Yep.
Unless the wind's just right.
Yeah.
But to me, in dry years, they're going to make payments for us that we weren't going to be able to make if not.
Yep.
So there's pros and cons.
Yep. Absolutely. What would you do if you weren't farming? If you weren't, say, you went to college and you decided, I'm not going back to the farm. Was there an alternative?
I actually went for nursing. I used to work at the hospital because as a male CNA around here, I was making twice what everybody else was because I could lift what others couldn't. And I thought, I want to go into nursing. Well, and then after I thought about it, it was like, no, I really don't. So I decided to come back after I got a bachelor's in science.
You're a cow nurse.
Yeah.
I mean,
some days I wish I wasn't.
yeah,
so,
I bet.
But most days it isn't terrible.
How do y'all move them when you're working them? Is it
3 of us get in there and you bring them up here, and then one guy will be in the back pushing them and other guys running the head gate.
so you can just walk them? You're just
Yep.
you just
Yeah.
walk when you're.
We normally hand feed and go out and fly spray and all of that, so they're normally pretty content.
Gotcha. What breed are they?
These are Angus.
Just straight.
So we pretty much got all Angus cows, and then we pretty diversified in bulls. I mean, anywhere, normally Sim-Angus bulls, just to get a little more heterosis in them and get a little more height and growth out of the calves.
Gotcha.
Seems to work.
Yeah.
Because we don't keep heifers back, so we just sell them as market animals every year. I just want pounds. I don't care what they look like. I've bought from the same guy now for 8 years heifers. Got a pretty good relationship with him.
Why do you keep doing this? You could have went into nursing, came back to the farm.
The freedom. And it, to me, after you go spray, plant, and then watch what you've done through the months, and then you get to harvest, and hopefully it's a good one, and then you're really happy about the time it took and time you had to spend to get it looking that good. And same with the cattle.
Yeah.
Take them out to grass, and then when you pull them back and you got 650-pound calves on the trailer, why, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Yep.
So, and knowing that you've raised a safe animal for someone to hopefully eat one day.
Yep. And then selling them, you said do you know where they would end up? Like somebody watching this might ever eat your beef?
Possibly. But ours go to a sale barn. We normally sell 1st of January at 850 pounds, and then they'll go to a finishing lot wherever the buyers can find or they've got a place for.
Yep.
We have finished our own, but just even more time then, and you're trying to calve and just kind of time consuming.
Realize it's better to
Yeah.
move them on down. Gotcha. Georgia Boot wants to say thank you for what you do, for continuing to help feed this country.
No.
Give you a pair of boots.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you letting us come by today. And
Yeah, glad you guys did. Wish you'd got a turkey. Just go win a race and you'll feel better.
That's right. That's right. 10-4. Well, thank you, Michael.
Yeah, thank you guys.
A big thanks to Junek Farms and Georgia Boot for telling their story. Now, Big Ben, how about Chicagoland?
Chicagoland. I've never been.
Never.
Actually, that's a lie. I've been by the facility a couple of years ago. We were going to the Autobahn Country Club. It's like across the street from it or something. When checked it out when they were still abandoned, I guess at the time. But
I saw a post where it lists the Cup drivers that have not raced there.
yeah,
There should be a whole industry list of who's not been there.
yeah,
Show those of us who are older and tenured versus y'all that are not.
yeah. I saw the list of Cup drivers that aren't going to be in the race that were in the last one too, and that was pretty.
Oh wow, I
wild.
didn't think about that.
Yeah, that was a huge list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get, it's not that many years, and I feel like I don't see the turnover in Cup being in it.
Mhm.
But then when you do something like that, you just go 10 years.
Yeah.
Or you can even go less sometimes and
Yeah.
see big shifts in names.
Well, I mean, we're still in the Gen 6 car too,
Yep.
which is like wild to think about
Yep.
for the high downforce. But yeah.
Um,
What have you? They did a test there, I think a few months ago.
Mhm.
I think Cup and O'Reilly. Did you hear anything from that?
Yeah, Larson did it for Chevy, so dug through a lot of that stuff and have talked to him. Allgaier went back in the wheel force car. Again, I like this rule, but selfishly, I would take advantage of it if it wasn't. But full-time Cup drivers are not allowed to do the wheel force driving anymore.
Okay.
So when I was not full-time, even back in 2019 and 2020, I did some of the stuff for Chevy when I wasn't full-time, and then they changed the rule later. I was able to do some even after I think I was full-time, and then they've evolved that rule. So Allgaier does all the Chevy stuff, and look through that. I've driven it on the DIL, the old simulator, and step through GM's recommendations on stuff. And I have a virtual idea of what it's like. I've listened to Kyle talk about it. We've had one-on-one conversations. He's been nice enough to, share his thoughts with me. I won't know until I get on track.
Yeah.
I'm only in the Cup car, not in anything else. So it'll be, the first time. Big questions for me. The bump in turn 1 is big. And then the bump in the middle of 3 and 4. And the one in turn 1 is as you turn into the corner, you're still kind of on the straightaway, right at pit out. And then in turns 3 and 4, though, it's like right in the middle, and it's big. And it was big back in the day.
Yeah.
So, excited.
Yeah.
Pumped. I think they'll have a lot of new paint around places, have some buzz around it. Hopefully fans turn out. Like, that's ultimately what we'll say if we go back. Do people tune in on TV, and do they come sit in the grandstands?
Yeah. How many times do you think they're going to play the Dale Jr. call on Larson and Kyle Busch finish?
You say it.
Oh, man. Slide job. I'm going to yell right in the mic.
Yeah. Everybody appreciates that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to play it.
Yeah. Through the loudspeakers. I can already hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday morning when it's hot, you're sweating your ass off. It's just like, oh.
Yeah. 4th of July, though, going to be a great weekend for our country.
Yeah.
Lot of patriotic paint schemes.
See that?
I mean, if nothing else in America, we know how to paint stuff patriotically. Like, it's a wrap, but
right.
We've got patriotic watermelon bins for Melon One.
Ooh.
Nice. Come on.
Yeah. America. Watermelon and 4th of July, I feel like you have to. That's
big week in the watermelon industry.
Yes.
A lot of Georgia watermelons.
Okay.
So the peak Georgia watermelon season's happening right now. South Carolina has started a little bit, and Florida's wrapped up. So, it's most of your watermelons are coming from Georgia right now.
Sweet. I do have something I did want to show you. Since last time you raced in 2019, I saw a trend of a lot of people posting like what drivers look like back in 2019, the last time they raced. So I figured we can go through and see some of your favorites. There's one from Chicago, and then the rest are from 2019. Go ahead and take a look and see if you remember. The thing I was astonished about, I did a lot of digging, is your beard growth has really improved since then. I'm particularly talking about the top left one that was from Chicago. There was, a little bit of progress. And this is coming from a guy that can't grow facial hair. So I'm not judging. I'm commending you.
So if you look, the Pocono, the Wise Market suit, the bottom left, that I mean, that's the same guy, right?
Yeah.
The thing was at the time, 2019, my guard length on my trimmer, I had a short one.
Okay.
I always like a couple times a week was running that guard across there to keep it looking, because I was worried that people would view the beard as laziness or like I wasn't serious about my job. And that was right as the year before we had won that O'Reilly race, Xfinity race out in Vegas, full or part-time in 19 at Colleague after the DC Solar thing happened, running Johnny Davis a lot, ended up switching points, all the stuff. It was a crazy year for me personally. But the beard was a very intentional keep it short. I'm auditioning. I'm constantly auditioning, trying to get hired by a Cup team in 2019. And I'm like, I don't want to look sloppy. So haircuts were often, beard trimmer was often, and short. So very intentional. I'd say it was pretty much the same beard capabilities as I have right now.
Do you think so? I don't know. It looked a little light closer to your.
If I trimmed it that short right now, so I tell people all the time, I just let it grow now and then just trim it longer. But because I mean that if you go back to the Pocono, it's thicker. Fun fact about that Pocono, that Wise, I got in trouble after that because I don't have a single contingency NASCAR patch on that.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a photo shoot only. It's full SFI, but I didn't put the NASCAR, I didn't put Goodyear, Sunoco, or Chevy.
And they have to have the like specific fireproof patches.
Well, these were fireproof patches.
Okay,
these were
good.
same lady embroidered them on. I just said, just leave all the other stuff off. We filmed in that suit at Pocono for Wise in January.
Okay.
It was freezing. It was like 12 degrees up because Pocono's up on the hill.
Yeah.
It was like 30 degrees down in town, 12 degrees or something up on. I remember we would run and jump in the rental car, then go out and film. Jim Campbell's the one that caught it. NASCAR never even noticed. But Jim came out to pit road to video me smashing the watermelon and saw it. Saw no Chevy. So I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Got Tire, old buddy of mine in the Colleague picture down there. And then, the Nutrien suit, Nutrien Ag Solutions, big ag company, largest ag retailer in the world. They were a big partner of mine. That was actually, honestly, one of the toughest things about when Chip Ganassi signed me to drive the Cup car, the 42 car in 2021. Nutrien Ag Solutions didn't want to leave the Xfinity Series at the time.
Yeah.
And them staying and me going to Cup was honestly one of the hardest like decisions I've ever had to make.
Wow.
But I was taking a chance on Cup. I had to.
Yeah. And
had honest conversations with them about it. And we've all stayed friends to this day. I still work with some of them. And we both are in different, I'm at a different Cup team than then, and they're at a different company in the ag industry. And we still work together these days with New Leaf Symbiotics.
Nice. Yeah. Like I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole and Brent.
Yeah. Yep.
So very cool. Very cool to know that our friendship and like business relationship has continued on through different facets of different companies. And they believe I can promote whatever company they're at. And I believe in them to be at a good company I want to promote. So that's cool.
Yeah. Good trip down memory lane.
It is.
I had to dig through your old Instagram stories and you had a lot of copper content. That's where the top middle one's from.
Yep. Copper was in that somewhere?
Probably same day. There was probably a Copper video at some point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I just take the Copper pictures, but I don't post them.
Really?
Yeah. I was with Copper yesterday down in Georgia.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. So hanging out.
Nice.
Watermelon farm.
Yep. Cool.
My 2 days a year I spent in the Georgia
sun.
Georgia area.
I don't think I'd last.
The gnats. Oh. You got to learn just to not swat them.
Yeah.
Anybody listening from Georgia right now knows it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta. People sell like sprays and stuff. I never found one that worked. So.
Yeah.
No, I think those pictures are respectable. I think you did me a solid by picking good ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Picking good ones. Gosh, going back through old social media, I don't know about anybody else, but I do not do that. I couldn't imagine scrolling back. I wish you could just I probably just go in and just chop at a certain point, just delete it.
Yep.
But I don't even want to see it.
Yeah. Entertaining.
Yep.
Facebook's usually the worst for the personal pages.
All right. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching another episode of Act Asphalt, presented by Fresh from Florida and powered by Like a Farmer Media. Remember, full-length episodes can be found on the Like a Farmer YouTube page or on Like a Farmer podcast, wherever you listen to your audio podcasts. See y'all in the next episode.